Okay girls, because that one simple thing will make you look really clean and put together, but 20% of it comes from how hydrated it is on the inside. Hi and welcome to my channel. I am Zonia, and today I want to talk about 8 simple ways to improve your hygiene and appearance. Now, if you're one of my girls or if you follow me on any of my other socials or seen any of my videos, you would know that everything I do is affordable and accessible. I refrain from anything beyond that, and I will only recommend you girls things that are affordable, simple to get, and things that actually will genuinely work, because everything that I recommend to you girls, all the routines, tips, and products, I actively use every single day or throughout the week within my different routines. So if you're new here, I would definitely recommend that you subscribe so you don't miss anything else that I post. I am active every single day and I respond to every comment. So if there's anything you ever want to see or any questions you ever have, definitely comment down below and I will take any video recommendations. Now for today's video, I'm going to break this down into 3 categories. 1 is hygiene, 2 is inner care and wellness, and 3 is beauty. Throughout each section, I will reference my other short form videos that might give you more detailed information on the topic, or just another way to visually see what I'm explaining, or just be more in touch with my routines, my tips, and my products. And for anything else, just know you can find me at Zonia on all platforms. Now girl, I know you're here for the tips, so let's get right into this video. Okay girls, we're now in the bathroom and we're going to talk about what I think I know best and what I think a lot of you girls know me for, which is body care and hygiene. Now of course, as you've seen, I can go on and on about this, but I'm just going to bring 3 tips that I think really are like the primary root of body care and hygiene when it comes to appearing your best. And we're gonna start in the shower, with 1 being start using an unscented body wash before your other body wash or body washes. Granted, personally I triple cleanse, which you don't have to do, but I would say definitely double cleanse. If you're already using a soap or body wash, that's fine. Dependent on what you're using, this could definitely have different factors and different tips, but that's not what today's video is about. If you are curious about your body wash and if it's fulfilling your skin concerns, definitely watch this short form video that I posted about that specifically. But primarily what I want to talk about is the importance of using an unscented wash before you go in with any other soap. Personally, wait, my shower's right there. I'm gonna show you what I use. Okay girls, so when I say an unscented wash, this can really be anything of your choice, but from me, I'm highly recommending Dr. Bronner's. What I love the most is the baby unscented. I've gone through so many bottles of this, you wouldn't even understand. And this is a soap that's gonna last you a long time, but I always make sure this is the first thing to touch my skin for many reasons. 1, when you compare an unscented body wash with a scented body wash, scented body washes focus a lot on the scent factor and not so much on the cleansing factor. So when you're using it, it's not really getting all the bacteria, grime, and dirt off of your skin. While a soap like this, its sole purpose is to do just that and cleanse off your skin. I can also go even further with this and say that if you're living somewhere that has hard water, even using this is gonna help you, because when you're not using a actual strong soap, the hard water is gonna cover your skin and really block it from absorbing any of the nutrients and the products you're actually putting into your skin. Now, if you only want to stick to 1 body wash, that's fine, but let it just be this, like just an unscented wash. Now, if you want to double cleanse, you can do 1 of 2 things. If your concern is scent and fragrance and you're pretty much covered in the moisture department, you don't have dry skin, you don't have sensitive skin, you don't really have any issues when it comes to moisture in your body or hyperpigmentation, go in with a scented body wash. I would recommend Method. Any of theirs is fine. I think this is like the 3rd scent that I've used, but this is the one that I like the most. Now, if your goal is more moisture and hydration, you have dry skin, you have dry patches, you have fine lines, you have hyperpigmentation, definitely go in with a sensitive skin body wash. This Ivory is my highest recommendation. You can use other things, but that soap is beneficial in so many ways that I can go on about, and I probably will in another video. The same way that I can go on about Dial and why you should not be touching that if you have hyperpigmentation. But you should be reaching for that if you have odor That's another video, girls. But let's go on to point 2, which kind of follows this a little bit, which is to prioritize moisture in your body. Now, I kind of went into detail about that in the shower, so let's talk about after shower. You girls know how big I am with my after shower routine, after shower body care, and just body care in general. Personally, to use myself as an example, I use body butter every single day. You can choose to use body butter or lotion, whatever works for you, but use something, and always put this onto damp skin. Now, if you're like me and you don't like the feeling of being completely wet everywhere because it's just uncomfortable, that's fine. I completely dry off the moment I get out the shower, but I do have this mist bottle with water, and what I do is I just mist the area that I'm about to apply something to. So if I'm gonna do my chest, I just mist it and then go with the body butter. This is gonna help your skin actually absorb the product, because if not, it's just gonna sit on top of your skin and do nothing for you. Then I always make sure to follow all of my moisture products, whether it's lotion or body butter, with an oil. For this, I use my oil mist that I talk about literally every single day. I don't think a day has gone by where I haven't mentioned this. Literally. But you don't have to use that specifically. You can just use any oil, but the purpose of oil is to seal your moisture in. For one, to trap it into your skin so that it doesn't evaporate over time and your skin can actually absorb the benefits of the moisture products, because your lotion slash body butters are your hydrators to hydrate your skin, add a water into your skin, and your moisturizer is an oil to seal in that hydration. And it's also going to give you a really good glow, which you girls know I think I dominate in that. I don't know. But while I have this out, we're gonna go on to my third tip, which is to create a scent profile with a signature scent and then top notes that just insinuate it. So personally, I think my signature scent is the scent of this oil. It's definitely the strongest fragrance in my routine and the best one. It's a mix of Tahitian vanilla and French solar flower. Now for top notes, this can be perfumes, body splashes, roll-on oils, pheromones, anything that works for you and that you prefer. One of my common top notes at nighttime is this Mix Bar Vanilla Bourbon. I use this with my Vaseline hack on my body, which I've also shared if you're curious, because as I've mentioned to you girls, overspraying your perfume is drying out your skin because the alcohol content is just constantly being put onto your skin. Now some of my other top notes are body splashes, all from Bath & Body Works, Into the Night, Vanilla Romance, Strawberries and Something. I have a few, but just dedicate yourself to a certain lineup. I'm not too big into perfumes yet. I will in the future, but I'm not too crazy about them now, so I haven't made the time to really invest into perfumes. But I also do have roll-on oils and things like that. So make yourself a scent profile and stick to it. Not only is it gonna keep your scent consistent to where you're always smelling good and you have like a signature scent for yourself, but it's also gonna help your routine because you don't have to think when you go to moisturize. I feel like sometimes we get into our heads too much, and we're not lazy because we physically don't want to do something. We're lazy because we mentally can't bring ourselves to think about everything. So personally, when I got out the shower, everything's already lined up, so I have no excuse to just grab it and put it on. Like, I put the same things on every day, so it's kind of like brainless in a way, which helps me be really consistent. So that is all for my body care and hygiene tips. Now let's see what I have to say about INNERCARE. Okay girls, so we're now in the kitchen. Let's talk about INNERCARE and wellness. Now, as I've mentioned before, it doesn't matter what routines you do, what products you use, or anything that you do on the outside, if your inner core isn't taken care of just as much. When it comes to how skin on your body looks, yes, 80% of it is what you use on the outside, but 20% of it comes from how hydrated it is on the inside. When it comes to skin on your face, the brightness, the texture, the tone, all of those factors about your skin are also very reflective on your inner care and what you're doing on the inside of your body when it comes to your gut health, when it comes to your hydration, when it comes to just everything. So my first tip is to drink your skincare and your wellness. Now this can come to you in different ways, but I'm going to mention to you all the ways that I drink my skincare and my wellness. And I've also shared so many of these before, so I'm going to just put it into a big group now. Every morning I start off by drinking a shot of my Suja lemon turmeric shots. And for reference, the portion that I use is this size. This is the very first thing to touch my stomach every morning, and I follow that with my kombucha. In my opinion, the best brand is the Health Aid, and this is the best flavor. I'm so glad I started making these big bottles because the smaller ones were definitely not lasting with me. But for reference, this is the portion that I drink of my kombucha. I drink it in this champagne flute every morning. Those two things are the first thing to touch my body, and both of these are beneficial for your gut health. And kombucha, for example, is a live probiotic, so it's going to sit in your stomach and just do a really good job of balancing everything that goes into your gut for the day and separating the clean from the dirty and just keeping a clean, constant flow in your body. That's going to reflect so much on your face and making you appear less bloated. Now, suja is great for the same, but also for just general health. It adds so many vitamins, and it's also well in antioxidants. But personally, for antioxidants, what I do is always consume a fruit every morning with my vitamins, which I'm about to get into. And the fruit of choice that I almost always go with is blueberries, which are very high in antioxidants. Now, in the future, I do want to expand my vitamin supplements, but for now, all I take is vitamin C and biotin. Vitamin C is great for your skin's elasticity and your collagen. Biotin is great for your hair, skin, and nail growth. Then the last thing I drink in the morning is tea. This is the cup that I use for my tea in the morning. I also do at times use it for my tea at night, but I've really just been using this portion and amount for the morning. Today, for example, I drank my green tea, and I do have a set schedule for my teas. I drink my peach and dandelion teas at night, alternating days, and then my green tea and my Kenya black tea in the morning, also alternating days. The only thing that I add to my teas is honey. I do a spoonful of honey to all of my teas. And at night, this is the cup that I use for my teas. It's pretty much like the portion that I go in with for my nighttime tea, which is the same with a spoonful of honey. Then in the evening, while I'm cooking dinner and unwinding, I always drink a glass of lemon water. Let me grab the cup. So this is the glass that I use to drink my lemon water. I fill this with ice, 1 whole lemon sliced up, and then water. And I will use the water from my bottle. This is also the water bottle that I use every day to drink my water. I really only drink about one of these because the 2 teas that I drink kind of equate to another one of these. So when I do go to make my lemon water, I will grab whatever's left in here and pour it in. It's almost always the exact amount that I need, but sometimes I might still have a little bit of water left in there that I will drink before I get to my tea. But those are some of the simple ways that I drink my skincare and wellness. Now let's talk about my second tip, which is to include fitness into your routine. This is also something that can come to everyone in a different way. Personally, I try to go to the gym every day, but if you watch my weekly vlogs, you will see how sometimes I just don't bring myself to do it. Although I do love exercising and I do it very often. For example, one thing that gets done every day is my ab workout, because not only am I doing that in the gym, but also in the morning I have a yoga, stretch, and ab routine that I do. So my abs will get worked every day, but granted, some days more than others when I do go to the gym. But fitness can look like that for you. It can just be a simple routine in the morning. It can be yoga, it can be a walk, it can be running, it can be strength training. It can really be anything that works for you, but it's really important to keep your body active and moving, because the internal part of your body is a lot of systems that are constantly running. I feel like if you're not active, you're not really allowing those systems to continue running smoothly. Some of them are going to start slowing down a little bit because you're not physically active on the outside. Even going for a simple walk or just sitting outside and doing a stretch routine is helping you with your breathing. It's helping you get some fresh air. I didn't include that in here, but fresh air is also very important. As someone who's home every single day, I never leave here, I do open all of my windows and doors every morning to let fresh air come into my home. Not only is that good for clearing the air in here, clearing the energy in here, and also helping with the scent inside my home, but it's really good to just have fresh air in your body. So if you haven't figured out a fitness routine, that's fine, but definitely start building one and start becoming more consistent. Even if it's just you taking a 30-minute walk every day, or walking on a treadmill, or doing a simple ab routine at home, that's fine. Just keep your body moving. Remember that health is wealth. And that is it for inner care and wellness. And lastly, we're now back at my vanity. So let's talk about beauty. My first tip is to build a consistent skincare routine. Now this tip not only applies to your morning routine, night routine, pre-gym routine, after gym routine, whatever skincare routine you need to benefit your skin goals and just to be attentive to your skin concerns. You also need to build a routine weekly, meaning this is the morning routine that I'm doing every day. This is a day I'm going to dedicate to doing a treatment. For example, on Fridays, I always do skin treatments. These are days that I prioritize deep hydration, or wearing a mask, or just trying a new product that I want to implement into my routine, but I want to test it first to see how my skin actually reacts to it. These are my Friday skin resets, and in short form, you girls will constantly see me doing these. I also do a facial at home every Sunday to reset my skin, kind of repair from anything that happened throughout the week, and just to prep it for the week that I'm going into. I don't have that up yet, but I do plan to post a thorough detailed routine on my weekly facial soon on this channel, so definitely stay tuned. Now when it comes to skincare routines, personally I do a morning skincare slash self-care routine. I do have oily skin and it is quite sensitive, so in the morning it's always best to refrain from washing my skin and stripping it from all of the protective oils that I created last night, and kind of just interrupting the process that I did to repair my skin overnight. Because if you didn't know, your skin does use the nighttime to repair and regenerate itself. So in the morning when you do wake up with oily skin, that's nothing to be worried about. That's actually proof that your skin is working to improve itself. So in the morning, rather than me kind of washing that away, I do some self-care first, and I gua sha and jade roll just to depuff my face and to get my drainage flowing properly. But I don't wash my skin, I just go in with moisturizers, because again, I do have oily skin. And if you have oily skin, please know that if it's not moisturized, the moment that it feels dehydrated, it will force itself to make excess oil, and that is a big cause of acne in your skin. So I just use a lineup of moisturizing products until I come back later in the day around 12 or 1 p.m. to do my daytime skincare. Now this is when I'm going to take time to actually cleanse my skin. I use my favorite cleanser ever for this, which is the Youth to the People cleanser, and I go in with toner and just other products to further hydrate and moisturize my skin, but also cleanse it and add any ingredients that are going to repair any damage or just fulfill my skin goals and my skin concerns. Then I don't do anything else throughout the day except for maybe spray some hypochlorous acid if needed, and after I do work out or do any physical movement, I do use a PDRN mist just to revitalize my skin and add some hydration back into it. And on days that I am wearing makeup, I do wash my makeup off in the shower with the Pond's Cold Cream and my Tea Tree Salicylic Acid Foaming Cleanser. And days that I don't wear makeup, obviously I don't use a makeup remover, but I do still go in with my cleanser, and at nighttime I do a really simple skincare routine. And the products I use at night are really just to aid what my skin is already gonna do overnight, and the products that work best when your skin is not really being interfered with or active. Now tip number 2 is to maintain your eyebrows. Never underestimate how much your eyebrows can really do for your face. Your eyebrows definitely shape the framing of your entire face. And even personally, on days that I don't wear makeup or don't want to do too much to my face, I will always make sure my eyebrows are done, because that one simple thing will make you look really clean and put together. Now for maintenance, you can always go get them waxed, threaded. I was getting my eyebrows threaded at one point. You can do whatever you need to do for maintenance, but just make sure to stay on top of it. And if you don't go out or don't want to spend the money to get them professionally done, you can always do that at home. I personally maintain my own eyebrows at home every Friday. I have a really quick and simple routine that I do, and because I stay consistent with it, my eyebrows always look well and put together. I also do oil them every night with castor oil just to help with the fullness and the thickness of them and to help them grow healthy and shiny. And my last beauty tip is to style your hair every day. Now I completely understand how difficult this one might be to do, because I personally had struggles with that at some point. I was really lazy when it came to my hair, because hair can be very difficult to maintain, and just coming up with the hairstyle to do every day also might be a little like too much. So if you want to stick to a signature hairstyle, do the same hairstyle every day, that is completely fine. Just make sure that your hairstyle is done every day. Having your hair together makes you look so well put together, to the point that if you did your hair and eyebrows and nothing else on your face, you will still look like you dedicated so much time into your appearance that day. Now you don't have to be extravagant with hair. Like today, for example, I wasn't too extravagant. I just cleaned it up into a really neat bun. But there are days where I'll wear extensions or I'll do more intricate hairstyles, but you don't have to do that every day. Just make sure that it's neatly placed and put together. And girls, those are 3 of my biggest tips when it comes to beauty. And that is it for this video. Granted, I do have so many more tips in the same categories and even more, so I may do a part 2. Let me know if you girls want to see that, or if there's anything else that you want to see or have questions about that you want tips or answers on. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Remember that you can find me at JamilaZonia on all platforms. I'm active on all my accounts every single day, and I respond to every comment and message. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, girl.